They have complained. Nigerians have been clapping for you. The only way Shekarau became governor, do you know what? Do you know how? Because people lined up. When they ask how many people are there, they say over 500,000. No, I won't give 500,000. Announce Shekarau. It's happened in Ghana. You are talking, abusing everybody. Nobody has power and will give it to you. Nobody, not even me. If you want a pastor as president, can get one. The politician is there in Nigeria to steal, to maim, to kill, to remain in power. If you think Tinubu will give it to you, you are wasting your time. So when we speak, we forget history. Unfortunately for me, poverty has made me to be part of the political system from when I left university. I left university in 1987 and I've been part of the process till today. You can't wish me away in the formation of APC. You certainly can't wish me away. You can't wish me away in how APC won election. You can't. But the truth is that if some of us did not stick at our neck, say, PDP, good luck, we want to die with you. When they saw that we were ready to die, what did they do? They gave up power.
This humble statement by Rotimi Amaechi, the former governor of Rivers State, at the National Conference on Strengthening Democracy in Nigeria, which held in Abuja, it is causing serious sleepless nights for some people, and the response is coming from an unusual quarter. The Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawale, has warned Amaechi, he called him by name, that there will be consequences if he doesn't desist from inciting Nigerians. Ordinarily, the response should have come from the retinue of media aides of Tinubu and the presidency, because this is politics. But the Minister of State for Defense took it upon himself to reprimand Rotimi Amaechi. What does that say? Anyway, let's hear what he said. It is both reckless and dangerous for a former public office holder to make such inflammatory remarks at a time when the government is working tirelessly to consolidate national unity and security. No responsible leader should be fanning the flames of violence and political unrest. Let me make it clear, the security agencies are on high alert. Any individual or group found inciting violence or attempting to destabilize this nation will face the full force of the law. We will not tolerate any form of subversive rhetoric that seeks to undermine national unity or incite lawlessness. Amaechi and others who think they can manipulate our youth into chaos should rethink their actions. This government will not fold its arms and allow any individual to disrupt the peace and stability of Nigeria. Well, this statement says more about the person releasing the statement or the government is working for more than the person he wants to intimidate. Do they still maim and kill Nigerians in office? Because that was exactly the reference Amaechi made. If he felt that Amaechi was talking to him directly or that he was talking to Tinubu, yes, he called Tinubu by name, but it was just a passing reference that he will not give up power peacefully or on a platter, that Nigerians must work for it. There's nothing inciting in the statement. After all, the way he is going, you will see that he's not ready to quit. He's still feeling that he's entitled to a second term. He doesn't care what anyone feels. He's just focused on the fact that he deserves that Emilokon second term. Yes. So someone, a politician that has been in office for many years, like Rotimi Amaechi, reminding Nigerians that, hey, you must defend your vote on election day, so that all that they are doing today, appointing all their cronies to different positions and everything, in order to make sure they will be able to manipulate the votes like they did in 2023, he's just reminding Nigerians that you cannot continue praying or maybe complaining that things are too hard. Take politics more seriously. You must make sure you defend your vote. This brings us to what we have always been saying. Nigerians must defend their votes on election day. There's no other option you have. All the people trying to discourage you otherwise, they might actually be working for the government, because their focus is to make Nigerians discouraged. In a way, there will be serious voter apathy. The less people come out to vote on that day, the easier it will be for them to rig the election. Yes, imagine they successfully rigged the election in 2023 despite the massive turnout, but now Nigerians have to redouble their efforts. They have to increase the turnout by at least up to 50%. If truly we have more than 19 million registered voters in Nigeria, why shouldn't up to 50 million people troop out in massive numbers on election day to cast their vote? Imagine having up to 1 million or even 500,000 voters en masse in front of the collation center of a particular state. It won't be easy for them. 500,000 is already more than the entire police force in Nigeria, even including the army, because not everyone can leave their duty post on election day. Not everyone can be deployed for election duties. So imagine 500,000 people blocking off the collation center in the state capital. No one will leave except they do the right thing, while the main politicians are there around the INEC headquarters in the state and hounding on them, shouting, singing, cooking, doing everything, making it like a massive, huge carnival. People will say that they are not leaving until the results are announced. If people dig in, they'll be forced to do the right thing because they know it will be very dangerous if they do otherwise. So don't listen to anyone. All they are trying to do is to put fear in the minds of people to discourage them from coming out to vote on election day. You hear people drop lines like, he was able to do it when he wasn't in power. How do you think he can be defeated now that he controls everything? These are defeatist statements. If the people are not working for the government, that they are not pushing a narrative, then they should devise a way to beat them. Yes, it's simple. If you find an obstacle, find a solution to the obstacle. That's how it works. Are they trying to tell Nigerians that they must give up, that there is no way to defeat the enemy? No, you must do something about it. Just like the analogy that people called you. People came to your estate and said they are coming to rob. They dropped a date, telling you people to keep money for them, keep everything, that they are coming. What do? You don't have to open your doors and make it easy for them and run away and say, these people, I don't want to die. Let these people come and carry everything they want to carry. After that, they will return. No, you don't have to give up without putting up a fight. You have to fight as if your life depends on it. When they declare that an election will hold, it is called an election, not selection. And we all know how election works. Whatever law, amendment of electoral law or not, we know how election works. People come out to vote. After they finish voting, the votes are counted and results are entered, and it passes through different stages of collation. That's for the presidential election, and the final winner is announced at Abuja. So citizens have the responsibility to make sure that people don't steal from them, because this is stealing. And it should be treasonable for that matter, because this is the process of electing the president of the country. If people subvert the will of the people and push another person, which is called rigging, it is nothing short of a coup. So citizens have that responsibility to make sure that they don't steal from them, that what they voted for is actually what they announce. This is a simple process. But unfortunately, they have complicated it in Nigeria, so we must have to deal with it the citizens' way. Yes, just make sure you don't break the law on election day so as not to be subjected to all sorts of intimidation by security agents. As a law-abiding citizen, after voting, stand your ground. No one has a right to move you from where you're standing, since you are law-abiding. It's as simple as that. And use that your massive numbers. There is power in numbers. Mobilize yourselves to make sure that no one intrudes, that thugs don't invade your polling unit or your area to steal ballot boxes or burn ballot papers. So once you do that, other people will take it from there. That's the only way you can be sure to secure your votes. Now, coming to the necessary reforms that are needed before 2027, like INEC reforms, electoral law reforms, and many others. Yes, this is nice, but people must remember that no amount of reforms or amendment of electoral laws can guarantee free and fair election in Nigeria. The reason people trooped out in massive numbers during the presidential election of 2023 and even prior to that during PVC registrations and collections was because they trusted the system and INEC, going by all their assurances that votes would count. What happened at the end of the day? So it's not a matter of laws. Even as at now, going by the current amendments, going by the current 2022 electoral law, INEC can still conduct free and fair elections. But what did they tell Nigerians in 2023? They said they had a glitch that prevented only the presidential election results from being uploaded. So the problem is not law. The problem has always been implementation. They will always devise excuse, technicality to subvert the law. So whether they give us the law, they reform INEC, they meet all the expectations of Nigerians, Nigerians should also make sure they stand their ground and defend their votes. After all, elections have been won in this country without all these amendments, without BVAS, without IREV. Abiola won election without a single IT equipment. Yes, also Buhari won election without BVAS in 2015, in 2019. So people shouldn't hope on this because they know if they reform the system perfectly, they will never win election in this country. Will they do that to themselves? Absolutely not. Thanks for watching.